Make some noise, make some noise. Let's get it going. Come on, let's keep it going. Everybody, all together, let's make some noise and give a continuous round of applause for Sha'Carrie Richardson. Ooh, one more time, Sha'Carrie in this thing. Listen, Sha'Carrie is now considered the world's fastest woman. She just blazed the 100-meter dash. She won the world championship. And it's not just any person winning the championship. Any champion needs to be praised. But I believe that Sha'Carrie deserves even more praise. I feel like the claps are a little low. So we just going to keep it going a little bit more. Here, let's keep it going. The reason why, there are reasons why I believe she deserves even more praise than she just received. Some people say, well, she runs track. She's an athlete. She won. Clap it up. No, 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 no. She deserves more. Why? Because she has defied the odds in such a way that it is amazingly crazy, like bananas. Like we're going to get into it. Let me show you a little bit of the race that she actually ran really quick. Let's show you what it looks like. Let's see. Here we go. Okay, here's she comes. Can Shelley out Fraser Price deliver? She's got a good start, but watch Sharika Jackson. Oh, on the near side. It's an incredible performance from Sha'Carrie Richardson. Her first global. Yeah, just like that. Straight like that. Yes, 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 yes. It's so cool. Sha'Carrie has won the 100-meter dash. Now, for those of you guys who are like, okay, she won, that's great. What's the big deal? Why is it such a big deal? Why is everybody posting it? Plenty of people have won the 100-meter dash this year or winning several things, but why is it all over the news? Well, because it is a big deal. And I'm going to explain why. So first and foremost, her first win, was an appearance, like, well, I don't say her first win, her first wins. Sha'Carrie's first couple of wins, well, it wasn't just a couple. She won quite a few, but all of her wins and all of her appearances represented a smaller group of people. Black girls from the hood. She is from Dallas, Texas, a little part of Dallas that some of you guys probably know of as Oak Cliff. Listen, that's my hood. Okay, and not only that, she actually really kind of wears her hair in braids with like designs and all that kind of stuff. She wears the long nails. That's very befitting of girls from the so she has that, and then she has the kind of talk and flair and southern drawl and all that kind of stuff that. And she has this popping personality, outgoing, so to speak, and it's just been like it represents a very distinctive group of people. But I would say that's a small group of people. But this win, okay? Somebody say this win. This win right here is for a larger population. It represents the underdog, those who were counted out, those who were kicked while they were down, those who come from behind, okay? And I want to talk about that because it's not just a regular win. This is not just a regular person winning the 100-meter dash. This is Sha'Carrie, who, for context, for those of you guys, Sha'Carrie a couple of years ago was disqualified from running in the Olympics because she was found to have a drug in her system, right? And the drug that she had in her system so happened to be marijuana, and that kind of went back to, remember I was saying she kind of represented, the black girls from the hood. Oh, look at her. And it came to this point where it was like, oh, look at her. She's ghetto. She's this, she's that. They had all these things to say, right? It was so much said about it. It made news all over the place, right? And I'm going to get into that. I'm going to get into the news and all that kind of stuff. But let's first start off with the fact that at the end of the day, she didn't just run a fast race. She came from behind. When I say came from behind, she has to say biological mother. I can pause right there and say that because I am a person who says, if you listen to me talk, I'll say, well, my biological mother this, or my biological mother that, or my mama here, my mama there, well, my biological mother. And what that says is that I actually have parents, I have people who raised me, and then I have a
mother. Everybody has a biological mother, but people who have to say that, trust me, there is so much weight behind even having to phrase it that way. So she had her mom, I believe, had some struggles. We'll put that way, that affected her ability to take care of Sha'Carrie, and then I think her mom had some health issues. It was just a lot going on. And she began to cope with the situation in her own way. Very talented, very, very talented, but did not uh, come from like what they say, a silver spoon was not in her mouth. She came from behind. I know you come from behind because your first setup for success is usually when you have both your parents and they give you this nice little nudge out into society and you set sail smoothly into the world going to conquer that. But that's not so when your biological mother or your biological father, as you would call them, did not do what society or really life says that they should have done. In fact, you had to get that from somebody else and you had to live here and there. And what all it comes with, trust me, I can guarantee you, you are not starting at the same place as everybody else who had both mom and dad, or who at least had mom. I know it from example. I mean, I know it from experience, not example. I am an example of coming from behind. So shout out to Sha'Carrie for doing that. Number two, she was counted out. She was counted out. She was disqualified. And but here's the thing. There's one thing about this being disqualified. See, the Olympics just say she's disqualified from competing this time, but they didn't say that she was counted out. She can always come back again later, right? But when you listen to the narrative of what people had to say, they were counting her out like, oh, man, that's it. She missed the Olympics. She washed. She ain't gonna never bounce back from that. She's gonna be sitting up smoking. She gonna be more depressed. She gonna this, da da da. I mean, dang. Oh, let me get it. She was imperfect, like all of us are. She made a mistake, like all of us do. She erred in her way, like all of us do. And some kind of way, she was counted out. And so, not only did she just win the 100-meter yard dash, she was coming from behind. She was counted out. And then, moreover, she was kicked while she was down. I said I was going to go back to who was kicking while she was down. I'm telling y'all, the media was going crazy. Okay. It was articles all over the place. Now, I will say that once she won, a few articles popped up, you know, but I believe there should be more, right? Because it's very hard to defy the odds of coming from behind. Ask me how I know. It's very hard to be disqualified and then counted out. Ask me how I know. And then it's all the more hard to be kicked while you're down. Most people never come back from one of those things, let alone three of those things. And she came back from all of those things. It takes a certain level of mental fortitude to be able to transcend those things, tap back into your gift, tap back into your sport, quit whatever needed to be quitted, whatever attitudes needed to go, whatever habits needed to go, whatever enhancements needed to go, whatever friends needed to go, whatever you were listening to that needed to go. You had to block out so much, so many things had to be, so had to, for she had to quit for her to be at this moment right now. And I just think that it deserves a round of applause. I don't hear enough clapping. It needs to be still going on. I'm saying that I'm not joking though. I seriously believe that she needs to be continued to spur it on because I think that this is just her first win. I think she's going to win again and again in several other ways, and not just on the field, but she's going to begin to do exploits off of the field. That's my foresight for her because of her personality. I believe this, and this is a bonus right here. This is not even a part of Sha'Carrie. This is for you who are watching this video. A setback is often a slingshot, okay, that is needed to fling you into the adversity that produces the character and the fortitude for you to walk flawlessly into your destiny. Okay, so that's not something that I looked up. I actually wrote that up myself. I believe that. I understand. I truly, truly believe that. And because of this, she has faced that. She's been tried. She came back. Not only did she come back and race again, but she won. Ooh, she didn't just win the race. To me, she won for so many people. She won for everybody who has been had to come from behind, who's ever been kicked while they were down, who has ever been counted out. That's what she represented. This is going to go down in history books. Trust me, mark my word, a documentary or of something, because it takes a lot to do what she did. So let's keep the applaud going for this feat, the next feat, and everything that she's going to do as it relates to positively uplifting the group of people that she represents, from black girls to the underrepresented to the underdog and all of that in between. Hopefully by now you understand why this is a big deal, right? You understand that it takes a lot, right? And if you disagree with me, I'd love to hear it. You think that, hey, that she don't deserve that much applause, just enough. That's a little bit is fine. It's a little bit is fine. If you believe that, drop me a comment. I would love to hear your perspective. I might write you back. I would love to hear what you think, seriously. But if you agree with me, I also want to hear what you think as well. Drop me a comment. Let me know what y'all think. Until next time, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.
Listen, ShySpeaks, 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 ShySpeaks.